offense as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports from the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before executed 22-yard gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43! 43!
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. Touchdown! Mike Burton from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 29 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Howell. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Howell throwing for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, Howell to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Howell now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Howell throwing on third down here. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Mahomes. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Mahomes will throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes to throw it. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Easy. Hey, 15. Relax.
Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Couple couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Howell. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need... And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So a chance to give his guys a 2nd half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
He's got McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, We need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all the...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. That's going to be a 69-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35, Chiefs 28. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Yellow.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? A dump down to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
0-15.
Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light's still on for him.
And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They're gonna look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So it's the Commanders who come away with a win, and it was thanks in no small part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Sam Howell.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.